Welcome to the Saturday preview show here on PLZ Soccer's YouTube channel. I'm Kerry Pollock, joined here with Alan Ruff and Tam McManus. The first game we're going to look at, Tam, is Celtic against Hearts. Stephen Naismith's message was you have to be brave at Celtic Park. Was that the message for you as well?
Yes, I think they've got to try and stay in the game as long as you can. I think that obviously it's a tough game for Hearts. They've not got a great record against Celtic, particularly at Parkhead in recent years. Celtic not been great at times at home this season, so if Hearts can stay in the game, listen, they've got an opportunity. They've nearly got a result at Rangers earlier in the season, so but for Celtic, you know, they've got to try and build on the win during the week against Feyenoord and try and get 3 points and keep that gap, because there's definitely a title race on at the minute.
Yeah, definitely. Ruffy, have you been displeased with Hearts' performances in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I was expecting to kick on a wee bit. You know, there was no there at their AGM. I saw a lot of fans not happy with him. You know, so he needs to get results. I'm not saying he needs to go to Celtic and win, but he needs a reasonable result, you know, to take away from it and then build on it after that. But, you know, I think there's still a wee bit of unrest there and they need to get wins.
What are you going for?
Celtic, 2-0.
2-0 Celtic?
3-1 Celtic.
3-1 Celtic, OK. Livingston against Kilmarnock. David Martindale says 2 or 3 more signings will help him get out of that relegation fight. Is it going to be more than that?
I don't think he's going to be able to get more than that. I think they're toiling financially as well. They've got some issues off the field with a takeover, so I think if he can get 2 or 3 in, I think he'd be doing really well. 6 games without a goal for Livingston, 7 straight defeats. Kilmarnock in decent form, just coming off the back of a win against Celtic, used to playing on the Astro. I can see an away win here. I think Livingston are going to continue to struggle. I don't see that we're going to score goals from. The big boy Newbley, he's not even been playing. He seems to be bombed out, so I'm going to go for a Kilmarnock win here, 2-1. 2-1
Kilmarnock. They're the only team to beat Celtic, and they've done it twice already this season, Ruffy. But Danny Armstrong says they can't just do it against the big teams.
Yeah, they have got to start winning away games. You know, this is an ideal opportunity for them to go on some kind of away run. You know, and you're talking about Livingston bringing in a couple of players. Who are they? Where are they going to come from? You know, they're not paying a lot of money. They're not got a lot of money to spend. So it depends what kind of quality you're going to bring in. You know, but I still think they're fighting for their lives, so I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
A 1-1 draw? OK then. Right, Ross County and Dundee. Dundee were at Ibrox last weekend. What did you make of the performance overall? Opened the scoring.
They did. Dodgy penalty, in my opinion, for Rangers. Thought it was soft. Tony Docherty thought it was soft as well. I think Dundee have been playing pretty well this season, but Ross County won, I think, 3 games in a row under, was it 2 or 3 games in a row under Derek Adams? It's a tough place to go, Dundee. I think maybe a score draw here. But as I said, I don't think Dundee will be in the mix for the relegation. I really think they'll be quite comfortable. I think they've got a lot of good players, got a lot of good young players. And I think they'll strengthen. I think they've got a wee bit of money to strengthen in January as well, more than probably some other clubs down the bottom.
Is that their biggest attribute, Ruffy, that they've got the kind of youth on their side?
No, I tipped them for being in the bottom 2. You know, that depending on how results go the next 2 or 3 weeks, you know, they could slide down there. I think Ross County have been confident at home. They've got the wins under their belt. But Dundee, as Tam said, they've got a knack of picking up a point here and there, and that's where they are. But I'm going to stick my neck out, and I'm going to go for Ross County and a home win, 2-1.
2-1 and
1 each.
1 each, OK. So Johnstone take on Hibernian. 4 wins and 6 Tam, 7 goals conceded in 6 games. Is the defence as much of a problem as you once thought it was?
They're very Jekyll and Hyde. I mean, they lost 4 against Celtic. They could have lost 6 or 7 on either side of that. They kept clean sheets against Kilmarnock and who did they play last week? Who did
It was Celtic 4-1.
Terrible.
That is terrible.
Who did they play last week?
I've not got the note of it.
Anyway, kept 2 clean sheets. I can see
Livingston
1-0, sorry, and I can see them keeping another clean sheet here. I think St Johnstone have picked up under Craig Levein, but there's been 3 red cards in the last four of these fixtures. That start. So I was looking at that last night, head to head. Hibs have got a decent record, but there's been 3 red cards in the last 4 games. So if Hibs can keep 11 men on the pitch, I think they'll win the game. I'm going to go for 2-0 to Hibs.
2-0 Hibs. 1 point separates Hibs from Kilmarnock, Ruffy, and 1 point separates Hibs and St Mirren. Is it a battle for third this season, do you think? Or will there be a wee gap?
I don't know if the 2 of them are showing the form, or Hibs or Hearts are showing a form to be third or fourth. Right, Aberdeen obviously getting that win in the Cup. I think that will kick on their season, you know, with the games that are coming up. I think St Johnstone have got 1 goal in them at most, so I think Hibs have got more than that, so I'm going to go Hibs to win 2-1.
Hibs 2-1. Right then, St Mirren take on Motherwell. How big was that win for St Mirren over Ross County, considering that they're going up against Motherwell, who always seem to get a wee last-minute equaliser in there in the last couple of weeks' time?
Yeah, I think this is a big game for Motherwell. I think that, you can keep scoring late goals, which is fine, but they need to win a game. I think that's 12 or 13 without a win. St Mirren are strong at home. They picked up a good result last week. I'd fancy St Mirren. I think that Motherwell are getting away with it a wee bit with late goals. And I think if Motherwell get beat here, I think he's under serious pressure and he needs to win a game. So
do you think he's already under serious pressure?
I think he's under serious. I think he needs to win a game shortly. He's going into a busy Christmas period. They've not won a game in, as I said, 12 games, 13 games. He needs a win.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll get it at St Mirren. I think St Mirren will beat them, and I'm going to go for 2-0 to St Mirren. 2-0
St Mirren, right, okay. Ruffy, Motherwell manager Stuart Kettlewell says he's full of confidence for Liam Kelly's goalkeeper after facing criticism. Were you ever at the forefront of a bit of stick in your time?
I would think in 20 years it's probably happened quite a lot. But you've just got to go on with it. I know the goalie lost last week. He came to get it. At least he took the confidence of coming and getting it and helping his defence. What he's doing, he's the captain. He's trying to minimise the problems that they've got at the back, and he's trying to come out and help them out, and he's get caught out. But he's still a top quality goalkeeper. I think they've got more to worry about than the goalkeeper. That scoring goals late on for me. I've never bought into, this is a team who fight right to the end. Blah blah blah. It means they're not playing well. And they're nicking something at the end. That can't continue. And I think it won't continue, because I think St Mirren at home have been very strong and powerful. So it's a St Mirren win for me.
Goals?
2-0.
2-0 as well.
2-1. 2-0, sorry, 2-0.
You said 2-0 as well. Right, we've got the League Cup final tomorrow. Rangers take on Aberdeen. We'll start with Rangers, Tam. They're hindered by injury at the minute. So Danilo's out, Cifuentes is suspended, Tom Lawrence out, Raskin out, Ryan Jack is a doubt as well. Is he going to have to take a bit of a risk midfield-wise?
Yeah, I think he brought on Sterling last night. He come on in the midfield, so I don't know. He took Cifuentes half time. I don't know if that's looking ahead to the weekend, looking ahead to the final. They're really, really light in the middle of the park, but in the forward areas, Dessler scored a great goal during the week there, and I think they've got more than enough still to beat Aberdeen. Aberdeen, great result as well in Europe, but Aberdeen, I think, will score, but I think defensively, I don't think they're good enough, and I think Rangers will win 3-1.
3-1?
Yep.
All right, okay then. Ruffy, Aberdeen looking to lift silverware for the first time since 2014. They also got a win in Europe. Does that give them extra confidence going into this?
Yeah, the win will, it's just what you take out of that game. I don't know if the Germans played a full-strength team or what they put out there, and that would be in Aberdeen's favour, because it's a dead rubber, they're through. So the players themselves and the supporters will take a lot out of the game, but I think the Rangers result is better than the Aberdeen one, going away from home and getting a result. So, you mentioned all these players that are injured. They weren't playing last night, and Rangers went away from home. So if they're good enough, to go away to Betis and win, I think they'll be good enough to beat Aberdeen. I think Aberdeen will score, but I think Rangers will win 2-1.
2-1, right. In full time?
Yeah.
Okay then. Right, well, let's go to the quiz. This is the second last one of the show. It was a draw last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was
I couldn't actually tell you last time you beat me.
No.
No.
Thank you.
Right.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and again. It might be your day today.
Never know. Right, okay. Are we just shouting out?
Shouting out.
Right, okay.
Shout. If you shout out the wrong answer,
right.
That's it. Right, okay.
Eliminated.
Right. First question. Who scored the winning goal for Celtic on Wednesday night?
Lager Bielka. Oh, God, I butchered his name, but I'm getting it anyway.
Correct. Okay, 1-0 Tam. Who opened the scoring for Rangers on Thursday night?
Simmer. Oh, a draw. Come on.
I think I got that.
And they see VAR in that one.
We see VAR go back to the producer in that one, right? Okay. How many League Cup finals have Aberdeen reached? Closest answer wins.
Oh, God.
14.
Right, okay.
10.
15.
Oh. That's just a guess, man. There's not even any thought.
Right, okay, so what's that, 2 each then?
2-1 to me.
2-1.
2-1, sorry, right, okay.
1.5.
Who was the last Scottish manager to win the League Cup? It wasn't that long ago.
Right.
Wrong.
Callum Davidson.
Correct.
Oh. That's
Oh,
That is beautiful.
Right,
That's it.
okay.
This is like Celtic flying or Aberdeen flying. I'm actually going to let him go. Go on you go, Ruffy. You can have it, son.
let you jump.
Right, go.
Who is Motherwell's top goal scorer?
On you go. I don't know who it is.
Scorer.
Nah, I'm going to take pity on you.
Right,
Beat
go.
it.
It is
This
beautiful.
is
Yes.
only come back about a month ago.
Absolute annihilation.
That's shock.
Absolute annihilation.
I'm
Right,
going to
okay.
practice for next week.
Last one next week, your last chance. We'll be back next week with some more Premiership action to look forward to for the last show of the year. We'll see you then.